Get ready to hear my rant about the MoonSwatch. Unfortunately, that is not going to happen in this video. When it comes to the topic of the MoonSwatch, it can be sensitive and controversial. Hi guys, and welcome to a new video with me, the Omega Enthusiast. In today's video, I will go through the MoonSwatch and give you my honest opinion. I wanted to make a video about this watch before the release date earlier this year, but it would make more sense if I could get a hold of one first to review the watch properly. Then of course a good friend of mine happened to own one and allowed me to borrow his, which is the Earth version. Many people did not get the opportunity to purchase this watch on the release date. However, Swatch will eventually release more of the MoonSwatch. But before they release another batch of these watches, watch this video before finalizing your decision. The thing to expect that will come with a brand new MoonSwatch are a slide cover displaying the model's mission. There are 11 missions, so a total of 11 different MoonSwatch watches. In addition, there is the two-fold black box, which is this box right here. When open, will reveal the instruction and warranty document, a pamphlet showing all the models, and of course, the watch itself resting in the center with a protective plastic cover over the crystal. When I first looked at this watch, I admit it was a great looking timepiece. But the moment I touch and remove it out of the box, the weight on this watch was light as a feather. Bio-ceramic, the material used to make the case, feels like a combination of plastic and ceramic. I don't know how many of you own a plastic Swatch watch, but expect it to weight the same. Some MoonSwatch owners have already swapped to a different strap, but I feel the original Velcro fits the watch adequately. The overall detail of the watch, I would say, is very well done. When you look at any MoonSwatch, the first thing that comes to mind is the Omega Moonwatch. I am not a super picky person, so from what I can see, this watch will satisfy the requirement of most Swatch enthusiasts. 3 small details may not be a big deal to everyone, but they are a nice touch for many Omega enthusiasts are the sign crown, the sign crystal, and the dot over 90 on the bezel. Now let's compare the MoonSwatch side by side with an original Moonwatch. This Moonwatch dates to 1968, so there's a 5.5 decade age gap between the two. This Moonwatch is under case model 145.012. So if you want to be very specific, this is the last reference to be released before the moon landing in 1969. Hence, to an Omega enthusiast, this Speedy is a pre-moon model. But of course, the dimension remained the same on the Moonwatch the following year under case model 145.022. One thing to comprehend is that in the vintage watch market, the pre-moon Speedmaster came with the dot over 90 bezel, while the Moonwatch came with the dot next to 90 bezel. More importantly, the dot over 90 bezel increases the value of a Speedmaster by a few $1,000s. Therefore, I believe that it was important for Swatch and Omega to decide to use the dot over 90 bezel design on the MoonSwatch. Swatch Group most likely used one of their ETA chronograph movement for the MoonSwatch. From what I know, no ETA quartz chronograph movement can fit the same dial configuration as the original Moonwatch dial. So if you compare the dials between the Moonwatch and the MoonSwatch, the MoonSwatch dial resembles a Speedmaster reduced dial instead, having a large gap between each subdial. Since we cannot open up the sealed swatch design case, one can only assume what movement it may carry. We know that Swatch own ETA, so the movement inside likely has to be in ETA caliber. The only ETA chronograph quartz movement that aligns precisely to the MoonSwatch configuration is caliber G10.211. I know some of you will say that this caliber carries a date feature though. However, if you try pulling the crown out on this watch, there are two positions. That means the first has to be for the quick set date feature, and the second is for setting the time. Therefore, I believe the date disc on this movement was removed prior to placing the dial. Since the MoonSwatch movement differs from the Moonwatch, the chronograph function will also differ. For example, on the MoonSwatch, the actual second hand is the bottom subdial instead of the left subdial. When the chronograph features is activated, the center second counter, which is that long red hand, will begin to tick. Then every 60 seconds, the left subdial, which is the 60-minute counter, will tick once. The right subdial is the 1/10-second reader. Before and after the release date of the MoonSwatch earlier this year, I made a few posts on my Instagram account to inform as many people as possible to control their buying urge and try not to pay over retail on this watch. I will not lie or complain, but I think it is an excellent release from Swatch. It's a fun looking watch and will look great on the wrist. But there are 5 crucial reasons you shouldn't pay more than the retail price. Number 1, it takes a quartz movement worth about $40 to $60 and it's available on any day. Number 2, it's light as a feather. Without the Velcro strap, you wouldn't know that you have a watch on your wrist. In other words, it will feel more like a toy than a high-end watch. Number 3, it's not a limited edition as indicated on the Swatch website, so expect more to hit the market. Number 4, it's a quartz watch. Eventually, the movement will get discontinued and you'll be in trouble if the coil or circuit is gone or if a battery leak. Number 5, anyone who owns a quartz watch will know that they are not repairable because of the sealed case. I have seen some watchmakers who have tried to repair a Swatch. Believe me, the watch will not look the same when it's done. And if you crack the acrylic crystal, you're going to be in trouble too. I know some of you desperately want to own a MoonSwatch or are looking for one as a gift. Try to resist if you cannot find one at the retail value of $260 US. A nice watch does not need to have the name Omega on the dial. If you still cannot resist and you must own one or it's the end of the world for you, then at the very least, try not to pay more than $400 for the watch. Get a G-Shock instead if you have to. But at the end of the day, it is your decision and money. One last thing I want to mention is that today's watch market is not the same as before. People are aware that anything can become collectible. So if you're planning to buy a MoonSwatch, store it away for future investment, I suggest you not. The MoonSwatch will be like an iPhone. That's the end of this video, and I hope I did not offend anyone. But I just feel that people should spend their hard-earned money wisely. Swatch released this watch for $260 for a reason, right? Please comment below with your thoughts or if you have something to add. Please smash that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to this channel. Your support is vital to this channel. I hope you have a wonderful week and I'll see you in the following video.